What's going on, people? This is me, this is Perception, and these are my 5 ways to make your music sound radio ready. Let's get it. Number 1, make sure that every element in your mix sits in the correct frequency range. It has its own space. Clean up your muddy frequencies, balance your lows, balance your mid, and balance your highs, and make sure everything sits properly in your mix, right? Number 2 on my list of 5 things you can do to make your music sound radio ready is to master for loudness, right? Use your mastering tool for punch, for clarity, for volume without destroying the dynamics in your music, so that it's balanced and it can translate better on the radio. Number 3, and my top 5 things you can do to make your sound radio ready is to use reference tracks. This is great because now it can give you an idea of what the industry standard is, and then you can use your DAW to match. You can use your DAW to match the energy and the tone of the music that is already on the radio. I use Ozone 9. It is great because it has master assist. What I can do is drag a song, any song, and dump it in there, and it's just going to give me a rough idea of what the mixing, or the mastering chain used on that song was, and then I can then apply that on my own music. Of course, it's not always perfect. You have to go in and adjust certain things in there, but it can give you a rough idea or a close approximate of what your music should sound like compared to the music that's already on the radio. So number 4 on my list of 5 things you can do to make sure your music sounds radio ready is to tighten your vocals. Make sure your vocals have presence. Make sure your vocals are tuned to the right key of the entire song, and make sure your double takes are not dragging behind and making your song sound sloppy. For sibilances, the S's, the P's, make sure you use a de-esser, and make sure that your vocals sit in the mix and it's audible, right? And then it's in harmony with the entire music, the entire song, right? So number 5 on my 5 things you can do to make your song sound radio ready is simply to polish your song's arrangement. Make sure your song is clean, make sure your song is focused, make sure it's also engaging, right? By clean, I mean there's no cussing in the song, there's no bad words in the song, and then people can easily playlist your song without worrying about it offending other people, right? By focused, I mean make sure the length of the song is correct, not more than four minutes, and I'd suggest 3 minutes and a half at least. And then by engaging, I mean if your song must have an intro, a verse, a chorus, a bridge, and an outro. Your intro and outro shouldn't be long because you still need to have your song to be 4 minutes or less than 4 minutes, right? But in that, it also just needs to be interesting, and it must have changes. It must have all these ear gems that people can find interesting in there. And that's how you make music that is radio ready. Let's get it.